Good morning, YouTubes. Good morning, Sergio. How are we doing today, bro?
Doing good on this gloomy, slightly sunny.
Right, weird day. It's a weird day. The sun just came out and slapped us in the face this morning, but it was pretty good this morning because the first thing I saw when I rolled up to your house is a big smile on your face because you got a little bit of a flashback of the car you used to have, right?
Yep.
First B13, well, second, right? Because the first one was a 1.6.
Yeah.
Your second one was an actual SER 2.0.
Yep.
And it was black, right? So what you saw today was a black B13 rollout that looked like something that came out of your dreams, right?
Yeah. What I would have done, probably exactly all the exterior mods, the wheels, well, I did have the clear markers, and if maybe I would have spent more time with the car, done a fresh paint job, maybe it could have been to this level, but it's
I hear a car coming, bro.
I think
we got company.
I think we got a special guest.
Yeah, I think we have a special guest coming today. They're coming to see what we brought for them to look at. Because I know they're coming to the tippity top, and we're only halfway up. Calm down, Dr. Disrespect. What did you think of the car, dude? When it pulled up.
Like literally jaw dropped. I was like, I couldn't stop. Even in the pictures you sent previously, I was like just amazed at how, something simple as a Sentra can look so good. Lowered on TEs.
Oh, you told them what wheels they're on already. Dude, you spoiled it for them. But we have a guest. Come on. This is one of our good friends. Actually, this gentleman right here. His name is Jay. You've heard me mention him before. He's the gentleman who owned this thing for about 11 years and at some point wanted to restore it to get it looking like this. So we're gonna get some natural reaction. Can I get your microphone, Sergio? We can hand it over to Jay.
What's up, man?
How are we doing today? Thank you for bringing your FK8 out. How you doing, man?
Good.
Nice to see you again, bro.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again.
So,
Sergio.
Hand him the mic. You can put it on your shirt. You can hold it and talk into it.
I like it.
But this is going to be totally... I was just interviewing Sergio and asking him what he thought about the car.
Oh, man.
What do you think?
So sick.
What do you think?
It's like my dream. My
Right?
dream, baby.
Right?
My dream.
I was just telling him how you owned it for, what, 10, 11 years?
Yeah, like 10 years.
Yeah. You can put it right on your
okay.
on your shirt if you want, right on your collar.
Is it like clip
Yeah,
up?
it'll clip in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Now let's get to brass tacks, man. Come on, walk up with me. Come on, Sergio.
So
it's
sick.
Sergio's
So
first
sick.
time looking at it too.
Dude, it's like a brand new car.
Amazing, right?
It's amazing.
Totally different from when you remember it.
Dude.
Looks a lot different, right? You know, Sergio had the same impression when he saw it this morning. He was just talking about how he had a black B13, which was Old Dirty Bastard, which is what we named it. So this is ODB V2, which is Sergio's wet dream now on
It's
wheels.
mine.
Yeah, and yours, right?
I'm about done.
What did he say?
Yeah.
done.
What do you think, man? Go through it. Look at it.
Man,
Tell me
this
what
is
you think. What
so,
you notice.
So clean.
Tell me what you notice that's different than from when the last time you had it. And man, and when I picked it up from your friend, it was rough, man.
Yeah.
It was.
Basically everything. You got the Recaros, you got the rear seat, like everything is redone. Like especially the paint.
And I was just telling Sergio, I was trying to definitely find a set of Recaros. These are actually from a Lancer Evo 4 because they came with the gray interior and gray Recaros. So I wanted to make sure they matched.
Oh man. Dude, my thing was just to get everything running and then the interior and then paint.
Right.
And then everyone was just like crapping on me because, dude, that thing looks so ugly, man. And then I just focused on the engine and the interior.
Well, it had
and then you did the opposite, and you're just.
It had great bare bones, man. You had the rear strut bar in there, the front, the 2 front sway bars. You even had the Progress front tie bar in there.
Oh,
just a lot of old school stuff. I remember it having it had a front strut bar. All the suspension bits were pretty much there. I just had to, come back, clean up.
You did.
And just come in right behind you, man.
And the wheels, dude.
What do you think?
Gorgeous.
I think I went with a good setup, right?
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, what other option
When you
is
see this
there?
roller down the street.
Yeah. It's T's or nothing, right? That's usually how it goes. I mean, it's this setup.
Perfect.
Honestly, I'm quite enjoying it. Sergio was saying the same thing. It was just, he was like, dude, this looks fantastic. This looks so
man.
good. The wheels, the setup.
Dude, if you bring it around my family, they're just gonna blow their mind.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple.
They'll just freak out.
It's not perfect. It's not what I intended it to make. I mean, you see a couple of imperfections in it, and that's fine because it's more so intended to be a daily driver. It's not a show car by any means. I intend to drive it.
It basically is.
But yeah, it looks. I think it looks great. I'm happy with it.
This is beautiful.
This is exactly what I envisioned when I put it together.
Looks beautiful.
I had to show it to you, and I had to show it to you because you owned it for so long.
Oh yeah.
And you had the
so
vision.
Many memories.
I bought all the seals and gaskets from you and when I knew that, I knew you had the intentions of bringing this car back at some point and making it something that looked just like this, if not this, exactly this.
I would have just kept this dated, just like as it is, forever.
Yeah.
That was my goal, just to keep something forever.
Yeah, this is, Sergio said it's now out of his price range, so it might be looking for a new owner.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I think we'll keep this for a while.
Yeah, and
this
then
awesome.
the interior is very roomy. Oh man, over 5-6 years, I slept in this thing during lunch break at work. I just chilled and I'm just daydreaming what can I do? And
how did you manage the metal prongs sticking out of the driver's side?
Oh,
because it has a hole on the lumbar. I was like, Jay,
that's the part. It didn't.
I forgot how skinny you were because my love handles are just right into that. It just jabs me, man.
Yeah, Ollie, it didn't bother me. I didn't even notice it, and then I just kind of felt around, and I was like, wait a minute. But then it didn't bother me. So I just kept milking it.
Dude, the seats feel. I mean, you can go ahead and sit in them. I'm sure you've sat in Recaros, but this is surely a difference, right? You can tell the bolster support.
Mine's it's super hard on my back. A fixed pole position.
Oh, yeah. Because see this. I noticed they were so flat and worn, the V13 seats that were in here, that it was hurting my back as I drove it. And once I put these in, I put them in yesterday just for you. I felt like, you needed to see it as close as finished as possible.
And I remember this seal.
Oh yeah,
I was always annoying me because it was
dry and cracked, and you can't replace that. It actually comes one piece with the glass.
So I'm like, dude, I was thinking about Bondo or some sort of a flexible epoxy, and then
and try to
I was
mold
just trying
it.
all this other stuff.
Yeah, just
and I never did anything, and then this is awesome.
Well, look at it now, man. You're welcome to look inside the dash that you sold me. Also's in there, the Mexican dash.
So cool.
And if you have the key for him, Sergio, to open that side?
So it's so cool, man. I love it.
So again, now it only uses one key for all the locks and the same key for the ignition. And you're gonna notice a couple of things in there, actually. You're gonna notice
Oh man, it's so awesome. Oh, and it's so roomy.
Brings back memories?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, go ahead and put it in gear and see what that feels like.
I remember you told, oh, this is smooth.
Yeah, short shifter mod is in there. The rear bushing was replaced to a rear solid polyurethane as well, so it's super crisp.
Yeah.
Gear engagement is super crisp.
I love it.
One of the things you did do that I really actually did like was the B14 seatbelt mod.
Oh yeah.
But as you can see now, all the panels are in there, and it's all cut in there for it to look hella proper.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. And I had to get these. I think it was from like NX.
Yeah, the little cap covers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has changed quite a bit. I was able to make it all fit and come through, look as complete as possible. Again, it's not perfect, but I'm okay with that. You know, it's not supposed to be perfect. Yeah. It has AC that blows 100% cold now. Yeah, actually, Sergio felt the power loss. Sergio, I was like, well, what do we lose? Like 40 horsepower immediately as soon as you turn it on. But on the freeway, you probably wouldn't be able to tell. So there's a couple of things that still need to be changed, odds and ends. You know, I'd like to go ahead and replace the steering wheel at some point, and I'll clean up the engine bay. I haven't done anything in there, but so far, man, I had to get your seal of approval and see what you think.
Already approved through pictures, iPhone pictures.
But you know, the only real way we're gonna find out how much you enjoy this is you're gonna have to drive it, right? you know that's what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to squeeze 3 grown-ass adults in here and find out how roomy it actually is. Or we're gonna have to take it for a test drive just for you to tell me exactly what it feels. I want to catch your feelings of the vehicle as we drive it down the road. So, are you down for that?
I'm down.
All right, let's go ahead and do that next then.
Woohoo! Oh man,
Sharp, right?
sharp.
No more like it was, you know, floating over everything before.
Yeah. Great. So awesome. Miss this thing.
You know, my uncle was like, man, you're gonna make the old owner cry. You're doing so much stuff to it. Like, that's the point.
Getting emotional. Oh, this is awesome. I missed this one.
Don't you worry, the coilovers will handle it, bro.
Oh man.
How's the shifting feel, man?
Solid.
Right?
It's
Super
great.
direct, yeah?
Oh, way better than when See, I never wanted to touch it because I like how the Razzo weighted felt.
Yeah.
And it just felt loose, but then, oh man.
It's a little different, right?
Yeah.
A lot more direct.
He was so awesome.
Completely different feel on the road. Obviously, a little stiffer, right? Because of the
Yeah, a little bit
coilovers.
stiffer, but like the handle's already amazing. I thought it was ahead of its time, even with its all floaty junk.
Yeah, which was weird because, you know, there were certain freeway on ramps and off ramps where, let's just say, going down like is it the 57 by your house, Sergio?
Yeah.
Going down to the 57 to the 91, there's a huge like sweeper. Man, I took that thing going 75 where how it was before. Oh, the tail just swung out on me. I was like, nope, can't do that in this shit right now. Cannot do that. I can do it now, but maybe not then.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, it's super sharp.
Man, I used to take
Very
this
direct.
canyon road by my house every day and just, oh man, it just sounds so great through those canyons. I can't imagine how this would be right now.
I know. It would carve it up, man. It would really carve it up. It doesn't feel too bad with one skinny person and 2
Yeah, I was
overweight
just gonna
Hispanics
say,
in
it's
your
not
house.
even that stiff. It feels very soft. Yeah, these are Fortunes, right?
Yeah, these are Fortune
I never had
510s.
those, but
Yeah.
these feel great.
And actually, I dialed them up only because it was rubbing a little bit, you know, so I dialed them up, so I haven't dialed them back, but the spring rate will definitely be a lot more comfortable once I dial them back. But
Man, I'm
yeah.
surprised how comfortable this is. I might have to get a set.
Yeah, just let me know. My discount's always available. And again, if you don't believe me, there is a third adult in the back. I mean,
I like this.
You like the shifter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And that's not even a weighted knob. I have a weighted knob at home, but I haven't put that on. I have the weighted B&M. So you have to let me know. You have to have like a fond memory of this thing that you just now you're driving and you're like, man, when I used to go down that road or when I used to sleep in it, you said during your lunch.
Yeah. Everything. I mean, like, I remember like many days I slept in it. I drove everywhere. I just remember the heat. It was just so hot. I'm like, I had like one of those sun hats with the neck, and I had to turn it around.
Oh, so it was to get out your face.
And then people were just like, "Hey, what are you doing, man? That's a good idea."
Hey,
but yeah, it was just.
Sometimes inspiration comes from struggles, and you struggle a lot in Sentras, as we know, as Sentra owners, man. Well, I'm glad I could bring it out to you, man, and have you enjoy it, just because I had to. I had to
take it home right now.
You just take it with you? So, I'm going to close it out with a final thought. Just tell me, Jay, what are your final thoughts on this?
Oh, man, you did an awesome job. You basically made my years-long dream come true in, like, I don't know, a few months. Well, I took years, never even did anything. I only a little picked at it here and there.
Man.
And you just completed it.
I couldn't.
If my wife saw this, she'd probably cry for me.
Well, you know what? Then maybe we should have invited her.
She'd just be, oh my God.
You know, I know I've interrupted your dinners with your wife just to show you the progress. I know you've really enjoyed it, so I'm glad I could share it with you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
It's been really cool to share it with you. It was cool to have Sergio see it this morning and have him drive it over here and have him enjoy it too, because that's the point of these cars, is to try to enjoy them as much as possible. Sergio, we just met up with Jay, the previous owner of this thing, man.
Cool guy.
Cool guy, right?
Cool guy, yeah.
Really, really cool guy, right? Very interesting to see his point of view and how this car has changed so much now.
It's always nice to get the seal of approval of the previous owner.
That was crazy. I think I almost saw a tear in the corner of his eye.
Yeah, I think he was willing to sign over the pink slip to his FKA.
Yeah, you want to do it in trade?
It looked like it.
Yeah, man, that's awesome, dude. So I'm happy he was appreciative of it. But remember, I was talking to you before he showed up, and he rudely interrupted my interview of you. And you were talking about ODB 1.0.
Yeah.
And the memories this brings back for you. And this is why I'm letting you drive it today. I don't need to drive it. I'll drive it for a long time after this, but I want you to enjoy it. How have you liked it so far, man?
It's I mean, like I said previously, it's what I would have done with the car if I would have given it a third chance, because I got in one accident, and maybe the guys that know, I bought another Sentra. I threw the red front end on it, rolled like that for a while to a couple of the Kogi meets back in the day when I first met all you guys.
Yep.
And then I spray painted that front end when we did a PCH cruise.
Yeah,
that was
I remember
like
that.
Long ass time ago.
That's when we first officially met. I think up at PCH cruise.
What was it? And then I got in another accident. I felt like that car was cursed. Maybe it was time to let it go. I was telling Jay when we were walking down to get his parking ticket, and maybe it was time to let it go. So I ended up scrapping that car, and I regret it now, because I mean, these cars are hard to come by.
Yeah.
And its replacement was RB, and it was a Shell, so a lot of the parts went over to that car. But still, I mean, that was somebody else's project that was like, I took over and like try to make it into your vision. My vision. Yeah. But I mean, it's more of a track than street car, and this is what I say is the perfect street car, the perfect street Sentra. I mean, AC, all the seals, like the damn window pop, the door pop.
It pops good. It closes good. It makes that thud, that nice thick thud when you close it. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, Jay really kept this car as original as possible, and I think that's what made it such a great starting point. I mean, it looked rough. You guys can see in the little video that I'm posting up over my voice, it was rough if you guys don't remember, but now it's definitely a gem. I think we'll keep this in the family for a long time, Sergio. You know how I do. With that, if you like content like this, please like and subscribe. You don't have to if you don't want to. But if you like this and you enjoyed the fitment, the TEs, just tell me what you liked about this car and what this reminds you of, maybe of a car that you had. For Sergio, for Jay, for everybody out there, peace.